Hello everyone, my name is Manisha and I welcome you all to MNN channel. So today's video is about task 1 vocabulary. Task 1 is very essential because you need to be quick in that. You just have 20 minutes to write as well as to check. So if you are up to date with the vocabulary, then it becomes easier to write fast. So without any further ado, here is the list of the vocabulary. I hope it helps you and I'll see you after the list. Whenever you want to describe anything which is increasing or rise, you can say there was a sudden increase or rise. Then you can use the words like it rose steadily, gradually, sharply, rapidly, steeply, slightly, dramatically. So see, using all these words gives the idea to the reader that okay, you are able to understand and you are able to use these words so that you can describe the figures properly. Because when something is increasing drastically, which means there was a lot of increase in something, so if you use all these words, this will give examiner an idea that you have understood the graph. You can also write these words in a sentence like the figure rose steadily to reach about 55. You can also write that figure gradually rose to reach the peak of 55. So if 55 is the highest number in the graph, then you can use the sentence like to reach the peak of, just to show that it is the highest number. You can also use the words like noteworthy, another fact worth noticing. And if you want to show comparison, which is also very essential, especially in task 1, you can use words like by contrast, however, on the other hand, whereas, while, likewise, conversely. You can also use the phrases to show the time period, like at the beginning of the period, at the end of the period, at the start of the period, by the last year, by the final year, over the given period. And in IELTS, I have also mentioned earlier that you can use brackets in task 1. It is absolutely alright to write figures in brackets. So make sure you use them. You can use verbs with these group of words, like if you want to describe things that can be counted, like number of people, number of households, you can use verbs like rise, increase, go up, grow, double, decrease, shrink, fall, go down. But if you want to describe things that have monetary value like cost of living, prices of houses, then you can use all these words except grow and shrink. But if you want to describe things like in terms of size, then for example company, then you can use words like grow, expand, shrink, contract. You should also try to vary the ways you use quantities in your writing. I have a task for you, but before that, I'll explain you. So, these are the expressions for 90%, like 90% off, a high percentage off, 9/10 off, 9 out of 10, the vast majority of, most of, nearly all of. See, like I mentioned earlier, that you can write figures in brackets. So if you want to say the vast majority of people traveled during 2010, so you can write in bracket, let's say 95%, right? So this is how you can use these phrases. Now, like I mentioned that I have a task for you. So like I wrote for 90%, you have to write for 10%. You can pause your screen, you can write it down, and then you can play and check. So to write for 10%, you can write as 10% off, a small or low percentage off, 1/10, 1 out of 10, a small minority, few off, hardly any. In task 1, we have to describe figures and sometimes it is not clear. We don't have exact number. So when we don't have exact number, these are the words which you can use to describe if the figure is like if the number is under, then you can write under 40, below 40, less than 40. But if it is just little bit under, then you can write just under 40, slightly under 40, almost 40, nearly 40, close to 40. And if it is a lot under, then you can write well under 40, considerably less than 40. And if the number is over, you have to write like over 40, above 40, more than 40. If it is little bit over, you can write just over, slightly over, then almost, nearly, close to, marginally. And if it is well above, then you can write well over, considerably, more than 40. And if you're not sure whether the number is over or under, then you can write about 40, approximately 40, around, more or less. I hope you found this useful. If you like our videos, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We are coming up with many more such videos, so make sure you stay connected. I'll see you next time.